Americans applying for unemployment benefits rose last week for a second straight week. The Labor Department is now reporting 778,000 people filed first-time applications. Experts say it's evidence the economy and the job market are still being hit hard by this pandemic. Now, to put that into perspective, before mid-March, weekly claims were typically around 225,000. And that announcement comes on the heels of a record day on Wall Street. The Dow eclipsed 30,000 for the first time ever this week.
And yet, Rob, neither number tells the full story of what's going on in our world or with our neighbors. News 5's Jordan Vandenberg goes in depth to show us the market's record highs have also come with record need.
Now, the stock market is just one economic indicator, like GDP or the unemployment rate. Not on that list, but just as important is the need being presented at local food banks. $30K is worth celebrating. It is historic after all. But Wall Street isn't necessarily your street.
It's disturbing to know that over the course of the past week, the Dow has hit a record high. At the same time, so did the food bank. We hit a record high number of families who turned to us for food last Thursday at our drive-through distribution in the Muni lot.
Last week's distribution is the new peak in which demand has steadily ascended at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank. CEO Kristen Warzoka says this fiscal year, the food bank and its partner agencies have served more than 400,000 people in Northeast Ohio, 100,000 more than last year.
1 in 4 Northeast Ohioans have been served by the food bank or one of our partner agencies over the course of the last year.
Yes, it is this dichotomy of folks, long lines at food banks, folks going back on unemployment with enthusiasm from the markets.
Michael Goldberg from Case Western Reserve University says the rising markets are buoyed by confidence brought on by positive news on the COVID-19 vaccine in the end of a contentious election. But that economic confidence, he says, doesn't necessarily apply to everyone.
I think the markets are looking longer term, but for folks operating in the short term that can't make a rent payment, can't make a car payment, can't put food on the table, it is still really, really painful.
Without a second stimulus package, Goldberg believes local economies may continue to struggle. But no matter what, places like the Greater Cleveland Food Bank will be there to help.
The need is growing, and that's a real concern.
In Cleveland, Jordan Vandenberg, News 5.
Now, if you want to donate your time or your money to the food bank this holiday season, we have all the information for you on our News 5 app.